Good day, welcome to Galactic and Guide Q&A. I am Sulinara, who will be channeling answers to questions that you pose in the comments below for the next one, which is every Monday. So in the first one that we had last week, somebody in the comments asked, how do we connect with our guides? And actually, as she was writing that, she got a message of trust, know, and go with the flow. So actually, in her asking that question, her guides came through really clearly, and she recognized that. She was asking for more specifics for herself. That's not what this space is for. This is like for general information for everyone to learn and grow and discover through. So if anyone wants specific answers for themselves from their guides, a one-to-one is best, and I do them from £77 up to 111, so people can pay what they can afford. If 77 is still too much, I'm happy to break that down because I want this this channel, your healing, to be a priority. So yeah, get in touch and I'll be happy to help with that. So if you've got specifics, we could do a one-to-one either online or Glastonbury or in Sussex, face-to-face. So the other, the question that she posed then was, how do we connect with our guides? Which I think is a really valid question. It's something that I've asked myself a million times, and the way that they connect has been coming through in a multitude of ways. I think from my journey, I'd like to share that actually our guides work with us in many different ways. They are always connected to us. And so we can have the classic voice within us that says the thing that we need to hear and the support that we need to hear. We can even feel it in the body. So we can get these like visceral feelings, sensations in the body that give you that knowing, because that's what we're moving back into, is like having that connection with the multitude of realms that we have and the multitude of guides that we have, and we can feel it actually in our body. It's a sense. It can also be a vision, so a vision can come through as to how they're guiding you. It can actually be through other people. So if you find that someone says something and it might be in that moment, it's like, oh, that's what I needed to hear, the guides are working through them. Or if someone says something and then somebody completely unrelated says the same thing, and then you see it on the telly, that's your guides going, listen to this, we're trying to get this through to you. There's obviously also like angel numbers, so repeating numbers or numbers that you see a lot, and it doesn't have to be 111 or 222, it can be a set number like 48. And if you see that number a lot and you don't have the understanding of what that means yet, have a look at what that means on the internet. Just do a search, what does angel number 48 mean, or whatever the number is for you. So the guides are communicating with us always. What has been happening in the old age, and which is shifting now, is that we are able to receive their messages more and more clearly as time is going on, because we're getting new energies coming into Earth. Like human consciousness is shifting, so it's getting easier, but it can be really subtle and really delicate. So or not, it might be really powerful as well. So what I would say is listen to the subtle, the quiet whisper, because that's the powerful bit. That's the one that when you hear it, you have a feeling within you, or a knowing within you, where you're like, yeah, that's really what I want to do. That's really what I want to move into. That's who I really want to connect with. And yeah, that's the thing I've been putting off for ages, but I just need to do that. So allow the subtle messages to come through, and it actually comes through. This is something I struggled with for a long time. The guides from the messages can come through and sound like yourself in your head, so which is really confusing. But how I've discovered it really is if you're just chilling out or you're doing something else, and then what seems like a thought comes in, but it feels really inspirational, and there's a lot of growth in it, or there's a bit of a magic to it, or it's like your best friend, like your proper best friend, with none of the nonsense that some friends can have, which we've probably all had. But like, it's almost like a thought that feels like a really good best friend. It can be really subtle, or it can be capture those, immerse yourself in those, like take the action on those, and it's always loving, it's always kind, it's always growth, it's always in your best favor. And I just realized I don't have my mic on, but it doesn't matter. So they come in many different ways, but this is Galactic Q&A. So I've just shared a little bit about my understanding, and I'll probably share more as we move forwards with these and the other recordings I do in the week. But I'm going to connect to the guides and ask, how do people connect to the guides? Because I've got lots of different ways as well, but I think you're after the information from the guides, so I'm going to allow that to come through. So just give me a moment, I'll connect. Crystals. I call for the highest dimensional guides of light and love to answer the question, how do we connect to you? How do we connect to our guides? Be they angelic, galactic, the plethora of guides available. How do we connect to our guides? Dear Solinara, we are so pleased that this question has been posed, as many guides are trying to communicate with souls who are ready to awaken, who are ready to shift from one state to another, from old control to freedom, from isolation to community, and from ill health to well-being and abundance and flow. As you have mentioned, guides come through in many different ways. We are bringing together the essence of how to connect with guides. We are forming a council for this to be answered clearly, concisely, practically, for people to move forwards. We are also harnessing the information and the energies of New Earth as we are sharing New Earth ways. So what we share now may not have been heard before, or may be adapted in some way for this time, for this space. The essence of connecting to your guides is feeling into your heart. Simple breaths, imagining the heart expanding and contracting with the breath, bringing your attention, your embodiment, your mind to the heart. And we suggest doing so for at least 3 to 5 minutes initially, to practice and bring this energy alive within you of connecting to your heart, as this is mostly where the guidance from your guides will land. So if we run through how to do this process, and in this process right now, you may receive a message. So we guide you with these words, and we also invite you to adapt this way as to what feels right for you, as everyone's journey is unique, and moving forwards, support and guidance as thus is open and flexible and adaptable to everyone's individual needs, everyone's individual resonance and way, as you hold The magic of your own, you hold the ways of your own, but this is an initiation way of connecting with your guides, and then allow yourself to move forwards, adapting this as to what feels right to you. So here is the way to start your connection or deepening with your guides, their messages, their support, their love. Take your focus to your heart space, your mind, your concentration, your awareness, and feel into this space. We say imagine, but this does create a reality and gives you a connection. So imagine a beautiful white light deep in your heart chakra. This white light is the essence of your being, is your connection to your guides, source energy, Mother Earth. This white light is a connection to your soul. So bringing your attention to this space, just that can bring through guidance, support. So, in this space, take a breath. Breathe into this space. You can count to 4 in and 4 out to occupy the mind, to allow you to embody more deeply into the heart. And imagine that this beautiful white light, as you're breathing in and breathing out, is expanding beautiful shards of light out in all directions, inviting your guides to connect. Because what you are enabling yourself to do is bring yourself to one of the most powerful essences within your being, which connects to your guides. Breathing, bringing your attention to this space, opens up, in a sense, a portal, an opening, a stillness for the guides to connect. And initially this will be breathing and bringing awareness, and that is all. This breathing and bringing awareness raises your vibration and enables you to connect more deeply, either immediately or later. It's as if you are creating a space, like a telephone line, to your guides. Inviting your guides in, creating a space for them to connect with you, as their frequencies are currently higher than your own. So bringing attention and breathing to your heart raises your vibration to meet your guides and invites your guides in. And we would advise that if you are counting, allow there to be a moment where the counting stops and you relax your breath and you be in that heart presence. you can think or say, I invite my guides to connect with me right now. And you may feel, see, sense a message of sorts or a confirmation of sorts. If this does not come through immediately, you are to practice this breathing technique as many times as you can. Some like routines, such as breakfast, lunch and dinner. Some like windows of opportunity in their day and go with the flow as to what suits you. During a meditation in the morning is optimal, and also evenings are very connecting. And as we discussed, allow yourself to flow. So there may be a moment where you're drawn to draw or to write, and allow this to happen. This can be your guides connecting with you deeply and talking through the pen onto the paper and answering questions, giving advice. So with this breathing into the heart, it is very simple. That is all it needs to be. Taking time, taking space, centering in your heart, and flowing into an energy of heart presence, which invites your guides to come, connect, and support with you. We would also recommend that when you feel supported, when you feel guided, even if you are breathing into the heart and not much is happening initially, complete with a thank you, or even a love, 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 thank you, thank you, thank you. And with your energy being more heart resonance, move forwards in your day expecting the messages from your guides, expecting a nudge, a word, a vision. There are those parts which don't want you to connect with the guides, those parts which have been in control, such as doubt, fear, anxiety, stress. They have been running havoc for so long, but they are waning. These can, in a sense, block the messages from your guides, the connection. And we advise that you send, when these thoughts come through, which you know are not useful to you and are depleting your energy and are making you feel bad, you can thank them and ask them to leave. The previous video that we shared with Solinara, the previous channel, we advised many different ways of shifting this energy. One is breathing the energy into your mouth and breathing it out. We have found an adaptation of this also. So when there is an energy within your system that does not serve you, that you know is detrimental, you know is keeping you stuck, when you breathe this energy to the mouth to then blow it out, breathe in golden energy all around the body. So the energy comes in from the outside and you breathe in, and this energy pushes all the negative thoughts, the talk, into your mouth. So your body is a radiant energy, imagining this as golden light or silver light, and then blowing that which doesn't serve you out of your body. This may be necessary to do this whilst you're trying to connect to your heart. And this is okay. This is a process. You are shifting energy and self-healing and self-managing, as this is the essence of Sulinara's work, is to awaken your own innate wisdom, your own innate knowing, and your own innate abilities. So never prescribing, never denying your own free will and your ability to adjust. So all that we share, allow yourself to adapt. We wish you good luck and many happy connections with your guides with this technique. There are also oracle cards and connecting with other ways such as pendulums, sway techniques, kinesiology, that when using these you can connect to your soul rather than your unconscious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love, love, and thank you. So that was beautiful. Lots of great information, techniques, and ways to call in your guides. So be curious, be adventurous, adapt this teaching so that it suits you when it suits you. Make it your own. And yeah, enjoy the connection. Just recalling as well, so animals can be this connection with your guides as well. They can give you messages, and also nature and the sun and dreams and daydreams. But know that there's no one set way of your guides coming through. Like one will be stronger than the others, and you may have the auditory message come in. For me personally, it's very subtle, but it's in my body. It's not in my mind so much. And often it's my own voice as well. And that's okay. If it's your own voice, it's your guides coming through. And actually your guides, to clarify, are higher aspects of yourself, as we are all connected anyway. So they will feel really familiar, and it can be tricky to discern what a thought is and what a channel is, what a guidance is from a guides. But what I would say that, and your guides and your higher self are very, very interlinked, very, very connected on a similar plane. So when you have a thought and it's inspirational and it's great and creative and expansive, that's a message from your guides. And it might be via your higher self, so it feels really familiar, and that's okay. It's still a message from your guides. But if you have a thought that's mean or detrimental or restrictive, or saying, oh no, you can't do that, oh no, you can't do this, that's the conditioning, that's the control, that's the energies that don't serve you, which we're moving out of. And they can be really strong, and it can take a lifetime to clear them or to manage them, but it's doable bit by bit. I used to have terrible anxiety, really worried about what other people thought, trying to predict what other people wanted if they asked me a question, and just this fuzz, a vibration of just tension, and it was like a yucky vibration and stuff. But just over time, with steps, that's eased, and now they're very minimal. And I almost recognize them and go, oh, okay, you trying to do the thing? No, thank you, but no thank you. Because a lot of these things as well are trying to keep us safe when we have these negative thoughts, because we've had an experience that made us not feel safe. So our subconscious is trying to keep us safe from the saber-toothed tiger, but it keeps us isolated and disconnected. So allow, you can hear them, but allow them just to wash off. Allow them to like breathe them out, whatever works for you. And the other video, the first Guide and Galactic Q&A, has some other advice as well. So I will be doing this again on Monday. So if you've got any questions for the guides, please link them below. My name is Sulinara. I support people to reconnect to their infinite nature, their soul, their purpose, their path, and rise from what's been holding you back into a life of peace, pleasure, and creativity, and more. So yes, if you're curious about my work, please check the link tree below. I do group events and one-to-ones, both online and face-to-face. And please subscribe. So I'm dedicated to doing this work full-time now, so I would really appreciate either a coffee, because there's a little link there for a coffee, and you can do that monthly if you like, or come to one of the events, or a one-to-one as well. And the one-to-one, you connect with your guides specifically, and just so much has happened for people, even in the group sessions, that people have like connected to their life purpose, connected with soul, soul relationships, like soul, I want to say soul buddies, but yeah, people have connected with communities and are doing what they've always wanted to do, traveling the world, being in peace and presence, living the life that they want to live, and creating new things for themselves and for others as well. So it's vast, the work, the channel, the guides that can help us with. Okay, I'm going to close there. There were other questions that were posed. I think one of them, if I answer just very quickly, they were asking how do we move forwards with confidence without eliciting judgment from other people. And even when I was reading the question from last week, the guides were, I'm going to close my eyes just to tune in. The guides were like, yeah, you just do the thing. Like, the judgment's going to happen. There's nothing that we can't change other people. Like, they're going to judge. And that's their frequency. And that we feel into our hearts, do what's right for us, shine our light, because actually, I've had an awareness of this as well, and through other people that have shared, actually sharing your light and being confident and sharing your truth, although you may receive judgment, that is still sharing light and love and a whisper of energy which may support that person in some way. Because judgment is derived from fear, and a way of seeing and recognizing if somebody is judgmental in some way is just to know that they are struggling, and that they in a way require some help. Not that it's your responsibility, but it's an energy that's got control of them, and they're saying and being and doing things that aren't heart-centered, and that's their journey, and we can accept that, and we can allow them to be, and it's not for us necessarily to fix that or to try and persuade them in any way at all. But when we share something and it triggers someone, it's actually triggering something in them which they I want to say needs to heal, but they maybe recognize is triggering something in them, but it can trigger a healing for them as well. So allow yourself to be heard, to be understood, share your truth, Not everyone's going to get it. Like I share what I do now, and surprisingly, quite often people are like, "That's really interesting," and other people just go, I'm like, "Okay, I move on, bye." So please do subscribe. I very much look forward to seeing you again. There's Sacred Song Wednesday, and I feel it might be a live session on Friday, so I can answer Q&A questions. So much love and kindness. I'll see you next week, if not before. Do check out the other videos as well. Much love.